Hello, hello! It is time to tackle Shadows of the World Tree. Play 40 Corrupted Dream cards from Shaladrassil. This strikes me as a little bit odd that there isn't two tiers. I think they easily could have made it 20 than 40. But whatever, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and look at what we can do. I do not like Shaman. It is my least favorite class, and yet it looks as though it is once again probably the best option if you just want to farm this. So you have Shaladrassil itself, of course. It is a neutral spell, so this could be done with any class. And the main thing that you want to do is make sure that you can corrupt it. So I don't see any way to shuffle it back into your deck if you get it too early. However, Shaman does have Cosmonauts, which will discover a spell from your deck and reduce its cost by 5, making it much easier to corrupt, and Triangulates, discover a different spell from your deck, shuffle 3 copies of it into your deck. So, and then of course the Tidepool Pupil. So, ideally what's going to happen is we're going to hit at least one Triangulate early to get more copies of Shaladrassil, and then before we play our last copy of Shaladrassil, we will have at least one of our Cosmonauts show up, and we'll be able to discount at least that Shaladrassil by 5, and then 2 is much easier to corrupt than 7, and then Tidepool Pupils, because we're actually not going to have much in the way of other spells in our deck, because we really want Triangulate to hit and we really want Cosmonaut to hit. So ideally, only one other spell in the deck, actually. So, with the Tidepool, will hopefully consistently get us another copy of, ideally, a corrupted Shaladrassil. I'm hoping it works that way, that if you do a corrupted Shaladrassil, that Tidepool will get you another corrupted Shaladrassil. We may have to corrupt it again. It's possible it's not discounted again. We'll deal with those as it comes to it. But we are going to need something, probably a couple of things, honestly, that can corrupt it if it's not discounted from Cosmonaut. So I'm gonna put something together there, and I will see you shortly. Alright, so I think a decent way to go about this is to use the Terran package, and in that way, my only other spell is Lift Off, because I'm gonna go ahead and leave Lock On out of it. So, what that leaves me with is SVC, potential turn 1 play, goes with the Terran package. Creature of Madness is just a pretty solid card. Starship stuff, Starship stuff, Starship stuff. I went ahead and put in the Fairy Tale Forest. I have enough battle cries that this should provide dividends. Starship stuff. I thought of Krag'wa while I was making the deck because I could potentially cast Nightmare, Dream, and Ysera Awakens all corrupted on one turn, and then the next turn get them all back with a Krag'wa. The Cosmonaut I've already been over, Shaladrassil, Exodar because I'm doing Starship stuff, and then everything past here could potentially be used to corrupt a Shaladrassil even if it hasn't been discounted. So the Raynor, a couple of Nebulas, which are just good solid or board building cards. I will go ahead and put Ysera in this deck because it's got a pretty heavy top, and then the Ceaseless Expanse, which could be cast at up to 15 mana in order to corrupt Shaladrassil, or could be cast very cheaply, and then I could put down like a Nebula on the board. So, it's got a little bit of versatility there. So we are gonna see how this goes.
Khan versus Jaina!
I've got a good feeling about this.
You stand before King Rastakan.
Alright, this is attempt number 2. My opponent was just too aggressive the last time. I didn't even make it to 7 mana. I don't need Krag'wa this early. And we'll keep one Starport, but see what else we can get for the other one. Lucky enough to have a turn 1 play. I'll take it.
I'm here to help.
This may seem silly because we already know that they have the Sea Breeze, so they can definitely kill both of these things for 1 mana. But what else are we gonna do?
Cruiser operational.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a Turbulus.
You shall not wait.
Okay. Because it is like the whole point of what I'm trying to do, I want to go ahead and get a Triangulate off the bat. Ah, unlucky.
Raven online. Coming in for a landing.
Just a portal away from paradise.
Auto turret engage.
Alright, so, since I do have a Shaladrassil in hand, and 8 mana is next turn, I do really want to launch a Starship this turn, because I want to gem Raynor, and then next turn, Shaladrassil. The turn after that, play the 3 corrupted things, and then the turn after that, Krag'wa. So, let's go ahead and launch this.
Don't use your head. Use mine.
Cruiser operational.
Ooh, I'll corrupt 2 Shaladrasils. That's not bad.
Let's make it count.
It's beautiful.
Okay, I don't see a visual indication, but maybe it's just because I don't have the mana to play it, possibly.
By petal and sword!
I do not have room in my hand for all 5, do I? So I'll do that first. And then... I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do it to use it.
Job's done.
Partially so I don't burn cards.
Follow the flutter wings!
Okay, so I have 9 in hand, and this will get me to...
Tiny flies, flee before me.
It's beautiful.
Is there trouble?
Job's done.
Ha, cute.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. Alright. 7. Let's do that.
With the gear.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a 6/6 sheep. What you gonna do? I'm kidding. It's gonna be a 1/1 sheep very soon.
Follow the flutter wings! Follow the flutter wings!
Okay, you know what? That just seems annoying to deal with. 1 damage to all enemies.
Battle cruiser operation.
What? You run out of marine?
Where we are, life can flourish.
Engine screaming.
Ooh, maybe I could shuffle that back into my own deck. Then I could draw it again.
Spirit, lend me your power.
Time runs out on me.
Battle cruiser operation.
Whoopsie. You are a true champion.
But believe it or not, I actually really want to cast these.
I'm game.
Thank you.
Spirit, lend me your power.
Let me nurture your spirit. Time runs out on me. You are a true champion.
I'm game.
Thank you.
Alright, and then I can't get away with waiting any longer. But that was another 3 at the end, so that's not bad.
You are a true champion.
Oops. 0 to 16 in one game. Not bad for corrupting Shaladrassil cards, I think. So yeah, this is I think this is what I'm gonna run for farming the achievement. Have a good one.